Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are new. I'm Annisa, and I did this witch makeup look for Halloween. I'll be posting a new makeup tutorial every Sunday for October. And yeah, I used different photos that are AI modified from Pinterest. And I followed some details and elements that I liked. And this is the result, so I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. Buy my book, Trouble at Girls United. So link to my book and the makeup products that I use will be in the description down below. And follow me on all platforms. And yeah, subscribe.
Hey, Annisa Bryan. So congratulations on having a book out. That's amazing.
Hi, Annisa. You are an author, you mentioned. Your book, Trouble at Girls United. In with the new friends, out with the old. That sounds really good. Sounds very intriguing.
Annisa wanted me to tell you guys that she has a new book called Trouble at Girls United, In with the New Friends, Out with the Old. And you can check it out on Author House and Amazon.
Hey guys! So we're starting off by prepping the skin using Pond's face cream. Everything I use will be listed down below in the description. Now I'm using sunscreen SPF 50. I don't normally use this. I use other brands that are made for skin and underneath makeup. But yeah, you can use any type of sunscreen. It does leave a little bit of a white cast, but if you blend it well, it doesn't show. So yeah. Now I'm using What's the Tea eyeshadow palette by the Balm Cosmetics. It comes with an eyeshadow primer, and I'm using the black one. This one, more particularly the black one, works very well, as you can see. So yeah, it's a good base for eyeshadow. So now I'm using an oldie but a goldie. It's a box of crayons palette, and I'm using the green shade, and I'm using a medium round fluffy blending eyeshadow brush from Treslucè Beauty, and I'm starting off by placing the shade over the edges of the eyeshadow base, and I'm using windshield wiper motions, and I'm using a light hand to blend it. And you want to use a light hand because if you use a heavy hand to blend it, you will move the base underneath. You want to keep the base exactly how it is, so you get the eyeshadow color payoff to be more opaque, and you get a nice seamless blend. Now I'm using My Tooth Cosmetics My Eyes Timeless Eyeshadow Palette. I do have a discount code with them. I'll link it in the description down below. And I'm using the dark blue navy eyeshadow palette. It does have a purplish undertone to it. And I'm using a light blue eyeshadow. And I'm using a pencil round blending eyeshadow brush. And I'm using the dark blue shade and tracing the edges, and I'm following the shape of the eyeshadow. I'm not making a new shape or adding to it, and I'm only placing the shade in the outer V in the outer corner just to make it have some dimension. Now I'm using the light blue eyeshadow palette and I'm placing it over the dark blue navy eyeshadow color, and I'm not changing the eyeshadow shape, I'm just following the outer V, and I'm using windshield wiper motions and tapping it in first, and then I'm gonna blend it out by blending out the edges nice and seamless using a light hand. Okay guys, so now we're using the Moonspell eyeshadow palette by Luna Beauty and Manny M.a.c, and we're using the shades Sabrina, Paige, and Piper. This whole eyeshadow palette is named off witches from TV shows and movies, which I love. So anyways, we're using a detailed pencil blending eyeshadow brush, and we're starting off by placing the shade Sabrina over the edges of the dark green shade I have on in the center, and we're overlapping the dark green shade and the two blue shades from the outer V, but we're going in the center only, and we're just going to keep blending from the corners first so we can get a nice seamless blend using windshield wiper motions and tiny circular motions. And then we're using a flat eyeshadow brush to place the shades in the center of the dark green shade. Now I'm using a medium fluffy blending eyeshadow brush, and we're using the shade Piper, and we're using windshield wiper motions to blend the shade on the green shade that we have on in the center, and we're going to overlap the shades, the blue shades and the dark purple Sabrina shade in the corner, but we're not going to overlap it too much. And then we're adding another purple on top to make it pop more. Now I'm using the Treslucè Beauty Dulce Vida palette, and we're using the baby blue turquoise green shade called Raspados, and we're using another fluffy medium eyeshadow blending brush, and we're going in the inner corner overlapping the dark green shade we have as a base, and we're not taking the shade high towards the eyebrow. We're leaving it in the shape that we have, and we're just going to use windshield wiper motions to blend it. This consistency is very smooth and very easy to blend. You do not need a lot of effort. Now we're going back in with some Moonspell palette, and we're using the green gold shade called Mary and the same brush, and we're just going over the edges of this eyeshadow shade, and it does make it look a bit darker, so I do go for it with the same turquoise green baby blue shade on top because I want it to pop. I thought this was going to make it stand out, but it dulled it down a bit, so yeah. But the gold underneath the green tone does bring it to life. Now I'm using Pond's Face Cream Moisturizer for a primer because I just ran out of my makeup primer. So I'm using another layer of moisturizer for the base to prepare my skin for makeup. Now I'm using Lady Gaga's brand House Labs foundation. Just 2 or 3 pumps, one would do just fine, but I used 2 or 3 pumps and a beauty blender to blend it in. My beauty blender is actually dry, so yeah, I usually use it wet, but I like how the finish of the foundation looks when I apply it dry nowadays. Anyways, now I'm using Ariana Grande's brand R.e.m Beauty Concealer in the shade Tan 9W. I am running out of this concealer, as you can see. This pot concealer is so good. It blends smoothly. You don't need a lot of effort to blend it. And yeah, definitely getting another one. Now I'm using Rare Beauty Contour in the shade Tranquil. I love this product, and I'm just going to contour it like normal. Now I'm going to set the contour with some bronzer from R.e.m Beauty by Ariana Grande in the shade Blaze. As you can see, I'm hitting the pan, so I definitely need a replacement, and I will be getting the same one. I love this product. Now I'm going in with some eyeliners. This is waterproof eyeliner from Dior in black. And I'm just going to do a long wing. Okay, now I'm using Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez brow gel. I'm definitely running out, so I'll be replacing it soon with the same one. So now I'm filling in my brows using an angled brush and black eyeshadow from Morphe Jeffree Star palette. And I'm drawing a line above my natural brow shape to make it look nice and thicker. So I'm using the same R.e.m Beauty by Ariana Grande concealer, and I'm carving the brows to give it some shape and to make it look nice and neat. So I'm using a medium round fluffy blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm blending the product starting from the edges, and then I'm blending it in the exact shape where I placed it. I am taking time to blend it just to make the edges look nice and seamless and smooth, but I'm not going to blend it all the way because I did use a lot of product, and so it's gonna take a while to blend. So I'm going in with foundation, and I'm going to blend it with the foundation instead of blending the concealer all the way through. So I messed up the brows a little bit by going over the hair with foundation. So I'm using the same eyeshadow to fill it in without messing up the shape. And then I'm going over it with brow gel. Now I'm using bronzer to set my contour back in place. Now I'm using the Rare Beauty mascara. Now I'm using the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Lucky. Now I'm going to set the liquid blush with the shade Self-Made and Boss Angels from Morphe Jeffree Star palette. Now I'm using Lumi Glowtion from L'Oreal Liquid Highlighter, and I'm going to blend it in with a damp beauty blender. Now I'm using this black liquid lipstick in the shade 27. I got it from Amazon. Just type in black liquid lipstick 27. Now you can leave it there with just the black waterproof lipstick, but over it I'm putting on the Ariana Grande M.a.c Viva Glam lipstick in their dark purple shade, and it does move a lot when you're eating, drinking, and while you're blending it, so be mindful it doesn't stay in place. I don't remember the shade name because it got scraped off. Now I'm using the My Tubes Cosmetics My Ties Timeless eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the purple violet eyeshadow shade, and I'm using a fluffy medium blending eyeshadow brush to apply it on my lips to match my eyeshadow. Now to top it off, I'm using e.l.f. Cosmetics lip oil in their nude shade. And yes, that's it. I love this lip combos that I did. It looks so vampy and witchy. Anyway, now I'm using Ariana Grande R.e.m Beauty Setting Spray Mist Sing. I like it because it has a pearl inside, so when you shake it, it has a satisfying sound, and then it sprays very nice. I like the mist itself, and the bottle looks aesthetically pleasing, and it adds benefits to your skin. It has skincare products like a serum, so yeah. Anyways, this is the finished makeup look that I did. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you'll recreate it for Halloween for your costumes this year, and if you did, and take pictures, tag me. I'd like to see it. Hey guys, I hope you liked this makeup look that I did. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!